I know. Anyway, would you like to explain to me what's going on, Pooh? Something came up in the computer, Brownie. Yes, go on. Well, it came up with a whole load of nasty messages about me being vegan. Vegans should die, kill vegans, things like that. Is this true, Tigger? Hang on. That's nasty. That's horrible. I'm sorry to you both. It wasn't me, I promise. And anyway, I wouldn't even know how to hook into a computer. I can vouch for Brownie. He's useless on the computers. Wang man, Pooh, I think I've just had enough of your wangs. Can you this is a serious situation. Stop arguing like children. Wang man, of course. It's just Pooh winds me up sometimes, Tigger. I know, Brownie. How do you know? When have I ever wound you up, Tigger? Wang man, that does not matter. Hello, Kitty, you know you're a good friend of mine. And Wang man, I really feel for you. Hopefully Tigger can look after you. Yes, Brownie. I think that would be wise that Tigger does that. It's just, it's caught me off guard, to be honest with you. Wang man, it's understandable that you're upset. I would be. Don't understand what all that was about yesterday. He's up in his bed to sleep. But it's just strange to me. Maybe it's just a trauma, Pandora. Maybe he's just feeling it now and he's taking it out on you. Yeah, maybe. But it just felt so cold. He pushed me away and he said that I wasn't his mum and that he hated me. Pandora, wouldn't take it to heart. He's obviously suffering. He's obviously not coping with what happened. It still upsets me as a mother, Susie. Oh, Pandora, I completely understand. It would really upset me if Hootie said something like that to me. Do you know, I'm so glad that me and you have came to an understanding about things. It relieves the pressure of being a mum. It really does, Susie. I'm glad that we're friends as well. I've got the key. We can try and get out of here and go home and see Daddy. Okay, let's go. Well, it's opening. Trying to. And where do you two think you're going? Nowhere. Give me that key. How dare you try and get out of here? How dare you? But we're scared and we want to see Daddy. Why can't we see Daddy? Because I'm not allowing you to see Daddy. That's why you can't see Daddy. I don't know who you think you are, but you're my children and you do as you're told. I am your mum. I'm trying to get a nap. What is going on down here? They're trying to escape. Well, maybe they should. No! Why are you doing that? See, Lorena, don't you think you're just getting a bit big for your boots? No, don't. They're my children and they're staying with me. Tina? What is all the panic about? Peggy thought you were having an overdose. He was, but he's came out of it. What are you talking about? You don't just come out of an overdose. Yes, you do, Glow. Some people live, some people die. What are you still talking about? I feel just fine. Don't be silly, you don't feel fine. I'll make you a cup of tea. A cup of tea? Are you saying, Pinky, we're just going to get on as normal? Yes, of course we are. How are you feeling? A sore head, but apart from that, I'm fine. Do you know how silly it was to take drugs? You need to stop it, Glow. I'm sorry, Glow. Oh, don't, get mixed up because of everybody. I'm sorry. Stop apologising. That's enough. Oh, turn down the soup. Wang Mang, don't touch my soup! I would help if I could. I just don't see what it's got to do with me. It's just Tigger thought it was you. What? Tigger, I don't understand. How can you think I would do such a thing? I know me and Hello Kitty have had our differences, but I'm not that nasty. I realise that now, but emotions were high, Brownie, and I just thought that you were... I suppose it doesn't matter. It does matter. Don't say that. Don't disloin yourself. And Hello Kitty, you are a good friend of mine. I would rather if all this vegan stuff wouldn't get in the way of our friendship. Yes, Brownie, you're right. We're just playing silly games. Oh, come here. You're a good friend of mine, Hello Kitty. And when that explosion happened, I was really worried about you, to be honest with you. Thank you, Brownie. It means a lot. Wang Mang. Yes. Anyway, Brownie, we'll leave you to make your soup. Yes. Well, you can come over for a cup of tea at any time, okay? Thank you, Brownie. I love you, Brownie. Right, move out the way, Pooh. It's my vegetable soup. Brownie, I grated all the vegetables and I put all the stuff in. I don't care what you're doing. Wang Mang is my soup. H, darling. No, I don't want cuddle. H, please. Not my mum anymore. Why not? I've been your mum for this length of time. Why am I not your mum anymore? You can tell me what's wrong. Pandora, I can try and talk to him. Maybe that's the best idea. Yeah. H, darling. I don't want to speak to Mum or cuddle. Why not? Is it because of what happened? Granny, I just feel betrayed by... You can tell me, darling. You can tell me anything. You know your granny. I'm just so upset all the time now. You see, I've changed. Well, I don't believe you, Harry Hippo. But I have. I don't like being upstairs all the time, and I have changed. Please, why won't you believe me? Because you are known to tell lies. There's your lunch. And Yoshi, can't you give him the benefit of the deal? Just get over it. Stop putting your pride in the way. Do you not remember when he abused my children? Yes, but we're over that now. And anyway, that was months ago. Don't you think we deserve to have a fresh start? A fresh start without my twins? What are you talking about? I'm sorry, Yoshi. I didn't mean to be insensitive. I just meant that it's not Harry Hipple's fault that the twins have went missing. I know, Luke. I feel it inside. I feel it. It's okay. It's okay, Yoshi. I feel it too. I miss them, and I'm worried about them a great deal. Tea, Dino, enjoy. And Glow, I told you Dino would be fine. You didn't know that though. You couldn't have known that. It's irrelevant whether I known it or not. I told you it would be fine. Fine then, Pinky. You were right. But you're upsetting me so much. How would you know anyway? How would I know what? If he was going to die? You're not an emergency service or a professional. Pinky, whenever in deal, call somebody, especially an ambulance. Yeah, well, I wasn't in deal. And you're okay, aren't you, Dino? Thoroughly enjoying the cup of tea. You two need to calm down and take a few drugs. Take a few drugs? Yes, that's what I just said. I don't understand you, Glow. Do you think it was wise leaving Millie here? It was only across the road to her, and I'm glad me and Brownie have friends again. Hello, Kitty, I don't think you ever weren't friends. I just think Brownie gets a bit excited about things. Well, yeah, I suppose. The summer hasn't been that great, has it? No, it's been a horrible summer. There's not that much sun. The spring was a lot better. I will say the spring was a lot better. Maybe we could think about going on holiday at one point. Holiday? How can we afford that? Tigger, it doesn't need to be anything expensive. Just somewhere where we can catch a bit of the rays, the sun. Millie's first holiday. Maybe that is something to think about. Yeah. Maybe it is. It's Mummy's fault that this all happened. It's Mum's fault. Why do you think that? Because Mummy always brings trouble to the door. Always. No, she doesn't, Hedge. And it's not your mum's fault. It's Spangle's fault. Your mum was just hurt as much by this as you were. She wants to be there for you. Yes, but it's her fault. I hate her. Hate! Enough! Don't speak about your mum like that. I'm sorry, Granny, I can't help. It's how I feel. You're just blaming her because you need someone to blame. No, I am not. I really don't like her anymore. I don't, Granny. My darling, come back to me. I'm sorry, Penny, but I can't move on from what Harry Hipple done. I just can't. I'm sorry. You're going to have to. I have changed, Yoshi, and I want to make it up to everyone that I harmed. Darling, it's okay. I'm sorry, Harry Hippo, I just don't believe you. Why no? I got therapy. And I'm all better now. Baby, it's okay. Come on, Yoshi, please forgive him. Forgive, but don't forget. What would be the purpose of that? I wish I could forget. Yoshi, stop it. Think about your children, well, Harry Hipple's mine. Yeah, foster. Doesn't matter whether he's foster or not. I care about him, just like I care about the twins. So please forgive him. I can't. It's okay. And I'm not falling for those tears either. Yoshi. Harry Hippo, it's okay. What are you injecting into yourself? It's heroin. Heroin? What? Dino, are you stupid? Are you... What the... Are you an idiot? I must be. I enjoy it. It's like something you've never heard of. The best rush you could ever have. Try some. I will not try some. Go on. It's so fun. 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 You used to actually make me laugh. Fun. Donald's right. Used to are. It's as if you've changed completely personalities. I'm glad that Pink's away from all of this. Just take some. No! I'm not being peer pressured by yous two. Fine then. Darling. She loves you, your mum loves you, and she will always be there for you. It's still her fault. It's not her fault, Hedge. It's not. It is, 'cause she made you tell you, and then she made you report it. Darling, Spangle done a horrible thing. We had to report it. That wasn't your mum's fault. She convinced me to do the right thing. But that made Spangle quite scared and got her tenders. And make her like that. It's okay. I know that you're feeling raw about it, but it's important that we stand up for justice, Hedge, and not just hide. But look what it's done. Pandora, he really does hate me. He does spank Susie. He really does. Come here. He really does hate me, Susie. He really does. Yeah. I'm still not happy about it. Still not happy about what? You giving away Pink! She's my baby. You weren't able to look after her, Pinky. So how can she be? You gave her away, and I hate you for it, Pinky! Enough of this aggressiveness! She's my baby Glow, not yours. I was only trying to look after her, away from this nonsense. It's not nonsense to be You are nonsense. You two are stupid idiots taking drugs. I don't quite get it. You wouldn't understand addiction. You wouldn't. Pinky, there's addiction and taking responsibility for your own life. And you two need to take responsibility for your own lives. And if you want Pink Book, you need to stop taking the drugs.